Brian Cook. This is Kendra Cox, and we're here with DiscoverWoodward.com, and we have some fantastic guests today.
Yes. Okay, we are super excited to have you. I had your caffeinated Kool-Aid this morning, and you think that's why I'm like this, but I'm always like this. Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so you are David and Shauna Porter,
Yes.
and you are with Black Diamond Nutrition. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about Black Diamond.
Well, we've been around for about 2 years in Woodward. We took over the business about 1.5 years ago, remodeled, kind of streamlined some things.
Yeah, so the idea behind it was whenever we first started going to Black Diamond Nutrition, Robert and Adrian Colston were running it. David had been wanting to get into nutrition for quite a while, and I'm like, he studied it out for about 19 years of our marriage now, and he keeps telling me he's going back to school, so I'm like, okay, awesome.
Get on it.
If I don't work out, I don't feel normal. So.
And so then I took him a tea and a shake. He liked it, so then I did it a couple more times, and we started going to the club regularly. And so I went in and was like, "Hey, Robert."
Well, first let's preface that with she's like, "Do you want a tea?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want none of that girly junk." You know, well, most guys do. Like, I don't want no tea. Like, you know. And then I had my first tea, and I was like, "Whoa!" She brought it to me. I was doing some work and had tons of energy. You know, good nutrition, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this stuff?" So I was like, "Hey, can you pick me up another one of them girly things?"
Yeah, right. So then I went in. I just asked Robert. I asked him when he was ready to move. He's like, "We're not moving." I'm like, "Well, you should, because I think you should let me buy your club." I'm pretty bold and upfront. And so then I went home, and we had a senior in high school at the time. I was like, "Hey, I think we're going to buy the nutrition club." He's like, "We're not buying it." And I said, "Yes, we are." I already asked them when they were moving. I just didn't
We had a
tell
daughter
you.
playing, you know, college basketball, one in high school, one in junior high, and it's like, there's no time. But then I got to thinking, you know, I was in the oil field for the last 19 years, and I got to thinking, you know, next year's an election year, oil field may take a hit,
Right.
so I'm like, it may not be a bad fallback plan, and ended up going full-time, quitting the oil field in January before all the crazy stuff happened. But yeah, just kind of, you know, the way God worked it out and put things in place, just opened up, and, you know, just took it and basically running with it.
Yes.
Timing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of things. I want to rewind just a minute. You said that you were here, that you moved to Woodward 2 years ago, I think is what you said, or something along that line.
2017.
But you're from the area.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. You grew up, you've been away. What brought you back?
Okay, so I grew up in Fort Supply. He graduated from here. I'm like, so we've always been around the Woodward community. Moved in 2007 for oil field reasons to go run a shop in Elk City. Came back in 2011. 2014 we moved to Nebraska, and in 2017 we moved back. We always seem to make our way back home.
Right.
It's always good to come home.
Yeah, there's no place like home. You know, the community, the people, and yeah, I think that's one of our biggest, the things that have shocked us the most is people that we never thought would support us. You know, are coming out every day and, you know, wanting to get on a plan, you know, to become healthier. And that's basically what we love to do, is get into the community, bring good nutrition, and give people hope when a lot of people are like, "I'm too far gone, I can't, you know, what can I do?" Well, you can always do something, you know, you got to start somewhere.
Right.
So the main thing is not looking at anybody else's results or where anybody else is, but so I'd have to say community, the main reason that we moved back.
I love it. All right, so Black Diamond Nutrition. Let's talk a little bit. You're throwing around nutrition. We're throwing around shakes. We're throwing around teas, and I call them caffeinated Kool-Aids because it's a joke. I kept calling it tea, and finally I'm like, but it's not tea. I drink tea. My tea is not like your tea. Right.
It's all tea based.
So
The teas are all tea
it's
based.
tea based.
Yes.
Right.
But then there's some flavors added to it. So let's talk about what is a shake for, what is the tea for, and whenever you speak about nutrition and you put somebody on a plan, tell us a little bit about what that looks like, so people understand a little bit more about what you really do.
Okay, so the shakes, I'll talk about the shakes, I'll let you talk about the teas. So the shakes are a complete meal replacement. If you want them to be, they're 24 grams of protein and 200 calories. There's 21 vitamins and minerals, so people can keep their immune system strong, all while they're getting a full meal replacement.
Right.
And they're only around, 5 to 10 grams of sugar. So yeah, you can use them as a meal replacement or a snack, so they're really good. But the teas, so the teas we can do a number of ways. We do levels, and one difference in the levels is the amount of vitamins and product we put in them and the amount of caffeine that's in them.
Right.
So if you've got a caffeine sensitivity, we can still, get you some tea that's flavored really good, that tastes great, but doesn't have as much, some people don't need that much caffeine. I wasn't looking over there.
Pointing at you.
Right. That was great.
So
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yes.
I was
What are you
looking
saying to me
past
right
you.
now?
Yes.
No, but so we've got great
Give
products.
those papers, my face is hot.
We got great products like collagen, that's good for skin elasticity. Nightworks, which is good for blood flow, heart health, which uses L-arginine and citrulline. So our teas, the flavorings we use are stevia based, they're sugar free. The main thing we try to stay away from is sucralose, aspartame. Because with those, a lot of symptoms with those is upset stomach, headache. So,
Yes.
that's one thing we try to look at when we're bringing somebody good nutrition is what, that's why some clubs put Oreos and, I've had people get mad like, I want chocolate syrup, which we can do sugar-free chocolate syrup. We don't, so we're not going to dump 60, 70 grams of sugar.
Right.
Trying to keep it healthy, and which is why the company was started. Mark Hughes started the company back in, was it 1980? So his mom died off of prescription weight loss pills, so he wanted to come up with a product where you could lose weight and do it healthy and safe. So
There's a lot of health plans, diet plans, all that out there. In 2012 or 13, I went and got a blood test, and they said, you have high cholesterol, we're going to put you on meds, and life insurance is going up. And I said, give me a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
Let me change my diet. Absolutely.
And so I called a friend of mine, and like day one, she's like, here's what we're going to put you on food-wise, and it was
Exactly.
this system. And so she sold me all the stuff and told me how to make it, and she kind of laid out the system because it has to be easy.
Yeah.
People won't
Yeah.
change a habit unless it's easy.
Right.
If it's hard, they you just fall back. So she put me on the system, and in 6 weeks I'd lost 17 pounds to my cholesterol down to.
Yeah,
she also gave me some food. I mean, you can't just live on
Right.
tea and
No, you
shake,
cannot.
but you add this food to it. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
gotta have
people
food.
can. That's right.
Yeah, I can't. I've got to have my
Yes,
love
and so she also broke down meals for me and all that. She was great at all that, and so, but the system works, and so I do want to understand people saying that this doesn't work for everybody,
Right.
but it is a good, solid, straight. Like there's something here for everybody.
Yes, we have lots of different products to offer. So like even we don't always offer them in our clubs, but we offer them behind the scenes. So like if you're going to get on a program or whatever, like we usually recommend a tea and a shake because your tea is going to start burning some calories that you're now eating from your shake, right? And so then not only that, but then we have like cellulose, which gets rid of water weight, Thermobond, which is like a fiber, it helps release any buildup or whatever. Total Control helps stimulate metabolism, those kinds of things. So we're gonna like customize a program that fits for your daily life schedule.
Don't forget Prolessa.
As well as your budget. Prolessa's my best friend. It's
So tell them about what we
I will.
did when we first started.
It's a fat reducer and appetite suppressant. So before we bought the club, we did a 7-day challenge with Robert and Andrea Colston. I went on a women's retreat in Dallas. Super awesome. I love food. It's my go-to. So I went to Olive Garden and ate bread, and I went and I eat anything that I want to. And for 7 days, I took Prolessa, and I lost 4.4 pounds. So I was super excited for myself, right? I did not go to the gym. I did not do anything. He, on the other hand, did 7 days of Prolessa, went to the gym, worked out, ate clean, lost 8.8 pounds. And he was like, hey, I won. I said, no. I won. I got to eat food like a real person, right? And I still lost weight.
We don't recommend it, but we are honest. We've had people, I eat, carrots for supper and drink water all day, and then, they're posting ice creams and pizza on their
Or
Facebook.
they're
And
at a Mexican
we're like-
food. I'm like, you have to be honest for
just
us to
be
be able to
honest.
get you. And so I'm like, Prolessa is an expensive product, but it also helps that if you are going to go eat something, it helps you to eat smaller portions, and it helps burn that fat after you're
it
finished
targets
eating.
visceral fat around your organs, so the midsection, it's really good for, burning that fat.
It's my breakfast go-to every day.
That's amazing. All kinds of stuff.
All right, so a couple of things. Okay, so you called me out on the caffeine while ago. I'm gonna go ahead and go here anyway. A couple of weeks ago, I took a solo location, and I could not find. I didn't know where to find a caffeinated Kool-Aid. Like I was trying really hard to figure out where to find one in a different community. So you have this Woodward business,
Right.
But we know that we can find this product in other places as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how we might look that up?
You have more than just Woodward.
So
We do have more than just Woodward.
So we own 6, and then we've got 5 in our downline, and those. So we bought Prairie Winds in Woodward, and so we've got that location on 34th Street. Then we started Moreland, Bearcat Nutrition in Moreland, and then we bought into the Enu Club and then took it over fully in March, which is the Square Nutrition. It's right down by the courthouse, across from the bike shop right downtown. And then we had our sideline call us, and we bought Fairview Nutrition from them. And then the last one was Kingfisher Corner Nutrition in Kingfisher, which we got a girl, Whitney, working in there. Like all of our clubs they're doing great. But it's so cool to see trends in different communities, but the same thing. So it's like you were saying, it's not it's got to be a lifestyle change, not just. If I can wake up and have fried ice cream shake, that tastes like fried ice cream, but it's healthy for me. I mean, that's one of my favorites.
What's the Nutrition Club website though that you can look at?
It's I believe it's Nutrition Club Locator. You can just Google
and
it pops up.
Locator and it'll pull up. It won't always be so there's different organizations in Herbalife. So each organization comes up with their own recipes. So some organizations don't put all the product in, you have to ask for the product. And some organizations like us just put it all in there and say, here's a level T, this is what it's gonna do for you. And so it just depends on which kind of club you go to. So you can't go to a club expecting it to be maybe the one in Woodward, but you can definitely ask for those items or ask us before you leave what you need to add to your tea.
But really, you just hit Enid, you hit Fairview, you hit
Kingfisher,
two in Woodward, and Moreland.
And that's just that's just the ones we own. Our downline, Jadina opened the Homie Dog in Buffalo, and then under her, Kim Courtney in Ashland, Captain Jack's, and then Debbie Heinzen just opened Divalicious in Meade, Kansas.
And then we also have Brittany Beck in Winoka, who has Sahara Energy and Nutrition, and then Wildcat Energy and Nutrition in Sealing. So
really anywhere in Northwest Oklahoma, which is fantastic and wonderful because I need my tea.
Right.
But you can get on the Nutrition Club Locator site, and like she said, not all like ours, but it is one way to look it up.
Awesome. Okay, so if we have questions about your product, if we have questions about a nutrition plan, how would we contact you? And give us the location of both Prairie Winds and Black Diamond.
So Black Diamond's down on Main Street. It's right by Peak Fitness, which is great. People from the gym can come over and have a protein post-workut shake. We do pre-workout stuff too. But our phone number, we got cards down there, but it's 580-808-1615 or it's www.davidporter.goherbalife.com where you can get on the website, check out the products and stuff. And then it's kind of weird with the addresses because Black Diamond's 1112 and then Prairie Winds is 1211 34th Street.
Yes.
Suite 15. It's is it Luna that's on the corner, and then we're at the very opposite end.
Yes.
There.
You're at the north end of that complex at 34th and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we really appreciate your time, and we know that you're busy. We know that obviously you're running a lot. So, so thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.